agriculture. Fine. So as we all know that agriculture is one of the, not one of the, rather the mainstay of Indian economy. Fine. Or in particular, I would say it's not mainstay of Indian economy only, but rather it's mainstay of rural economy of India. Fine, that is Bharat. Fine. So that would be better to say rural economy. Let us start with the agriculture today. Before I start discussing the things, let us first give you certain disclaimer. One thing is, many of us find Indian economy to be boring subject, difficult subject. Why so? Remember, because Indian economy is not just about the theoretical part, but it's also rather more about the data, facts, figures, stats, committee reports and etc. things. Fine. Economic survey, budget. So all of these things make a any topic comprehensive one. Fine. So there, especially in the subjective papers, there we need to quote certain committees like even economic survey, budget, the schemes, the facts and figures, and that should be the authentic ones. Fine, the facts and figures. So that's why, so those who find themselves more comfortable with the current affairs or reading newspaper, those sets of people would find it relatively easy to study Indian economy, because that is more in sync with the current affairs part, whatever is going on currently in the economy. One thing. Secondly, even if you don't study, or if you are not well versed with this what going around, you should be, rather, if you are an economics student, but still it is manageable, especially if somebody is this with limited amount of even facts and figures that I am going to provide you. So this class would be you can say a blending of both the theory and as well as the facts and figures. The latest figures I would be providing, even I would be providing this is stats from economic survey as well. Alongside, we will see the schemes which has been mentioned in the this year's budget alongside in the economic survey. Fine. So we will try to make it cover everything comprehensively. Fine, but briefly. Okay. So give the heading for the day: agriculture and allied sectors. Let us take allied as well. Allied sectors. So anyone to start with can tell me that how much of the agriculture has its share in the GDP of economy country, at the same time its share in the employment of the India or the economy. Anybody?
The share is nearly about 18%.
One by one, yes?
Near approximately 18%.
18%, yes. So if you see, let us let me give you a figure. So in 2021, the share was somewhere around 20.1%. I am talking about share in GDP, percent of GDP. Fine. If you see, this is how we make the trend analysis. Fine, on the basis of previous 3-5 years. Then if you talk about the 2021-22 financial year or the fiscal year, it was somewhere around 18.8% of GDP. And finally, if you see the this previous year or latest financial year 2022-23, that is, I mean the latest figure year जिसका हमारे पास figure और data है, because currently we are this we are moving with the 23-24 financial year. So of course हमारे पास 22-23 तक की figure है, तो so this is around 18.3%. Fine. So this is more or less the figures. Fine, of the previous 3 years. One thing you can see, what is the trend here? Anybody?
Declining.
What you can conclude? Yes, that over the time or over the financial years, you see that the agricultural sector share in GDP is on declining or decreasing. Fine.